A lot of research has examined the mechanisms that underlie reading carefully for comprehension, but the mechanisms might be different according to different reading goals. Trust and Carpenter, for example, examined eye movement and comprehension for readers reading normally and skimming, and found that in the skimming condition, readers failed to comprehend details that they didn't fixate. We need to understand in much more detail how reading goals modulate the mechanisms underlying reading so that we can understand why and how rapid reading can result in poorer comprehension. Here, we present two new eye tracking experiments that examine the effects of reading goals on eye movement behavior during reading, focusing on whether sentence integration is modulated by reading goals. Experiment 1 was set up to examine whether effects of syntactic ambiguity are reduced during topic scanning compared to reading for comprehension. During topic scanning, readers skimmed through sentences to identify those relevant to the topic of clothing. Experiment 2 was novel in that it was designed to directly compare two different types of rapid reading behavior, skimming for gist and scanning for a topic. Experiment 2 also examined semantic integration during skimming and scanning with the manipulation of semantic plausibility. Given that processing of syntactic ambiguity and semantic plausibility are likely to involve reanalysis, the measure of regression path duration is most appropriate for capturing such effects. Experiment 1 showed clear effects of reading tasks with longer reading times during reading for comprehension compared to scanning for a topic. For regression path duration, for the critical region, there was a significant interaction between ambiguity and reading task. There were significant effects of ambiguity for both reading goals, indicating that syntactic processing modulated eye movement behavior for both tasks. However, the size of the ambiguity effect was larger during reading than scanning, which is consistent with the idea that syntactic processing of the text is more superficial during topic scanning compared with reading for comprehension. The results are in line with a study by Weiss and colleagues showing that question difficulty can modulate effects of syntactic ambiguity. Together, the findings demonstrated that reading goals and task demands modulate syntactic processing, which may help explain why comprehension has been shown to be poorer during scanning. The pattern of results in experiment 2 indicated that sentence reading times were longer during skimming compared to scanning for a topic. It could be that different types of reading goals may set different standards of coherence. It could be that standards of coherence are that bit higher for skimming compared to scanning, for example, with more time taking for integration and reanalysis. However, for regression path duration for the critical region, there were effects of plausibility in both tasks. There were no interaction. The additive effects of reading task and plausibility indicate that there is semantic integration for both of these rapid reading tasks. Ultimately, models of eye movement behavior during reading may provide accounts for how reading goals modulate underlying mechanisms. For example, reading goals may modulate the threshold for sentence integration that especially drive rereading behavior. Thank you.